What up, you guys? Welcome to today's video. I got a birthday present today from my mom. So huge thanks to mom. My birthday's the 27th. I don't know when this is coming out, but it's 27th of March, so this might be a little late. But we're trying something new with the shop floor today. So at the moment, it looks like this. So it's nothing crazy, but it's just your regular concrete floor. And then we got that little patch over there of whatever. But in these boxes, this one and this one, this one's black, this one's gray. We're gonna be trying out some little click together flooring today. So this isn't enough to cover the whole shop, but we're gonna be able to get a good idea of what it's gonna look like. By the end of this video, I'll have everything in. We're just kind of testing it out, seeing how it looks now. So let's get to laying some of these down. Okay, so not enough. Way far from enough. Yeah, it's like a teaser at this point. So I think I need to buy, what did we all agree, like 10 more boxes?
Yeah. At least.
At least. So I would like to bring it out to at least where the shelves start. And then all the way over there. We might be able to get around doing that area, but I think it'd look weird having just that area open. So I think I'm going to be buying, these things are still clicking in place, but I think I'd like to do the entire rest of the shop. I think that's the plan. So I will be back with more boxes at some point. Aside from that, it's a different day. Me and Steven are here. Hi, bud. How are you? We're going to start trying to figure out something with the trunk. I don't know exactly what we're doing. I don't know what I'm doing at all. We're just kind of throwing ideas together and seeing what we can figure out. I have materials, but I have no plan of action. So we'll see how this goes. I'll be back with an update. I've got great news, but also horrible news. So here's the trunk boards. Those need cleaned up pretty bad. A lot of that's from what we dealt with the smokiness from a couple of weeks ago. Spare tires out, spare subs out. That is a disaster. So I think I'm going to start with cleaning some of this up. That way it looks a little bit better. That way I see what I'm working with a little bit better. I'm also going to be taking this off. This is my exit air line. So whenever I air out, this is what puts all the noise out of it. It got yanked a couple of months ago and it's actually like in the back of the bumper. So I want to vent it back farther outside of the car. You were hearing more of the air coming out of the cabin than you were the outside of the vehicle. So it was kind of annoying. So I'm going to get this pulled off first, get that cleaned up, and then I think we're going to start cleaning up these wiring. This wiring. This is from whenever I first got the car. We first bagged it right off the rip. But you can see a lot of this is just thrown together. It's just not in the best shape. So we're going to try and clean this up a little bit. And then see what our options are from there. So, oh God. All right, update time. Let's see where we're at. So we've kind of just been doing all kinds of stuff. We got the wiring cleaned up a little bit. We have a little bit of it over there. We're right now cleaning up the air line for this. So we cut off, I don't know where the piece went. We cut off quite a bit and we're tightening this and putting this on this fitting and running it cleanly out here. It was just intertwined with all this crap. So we're doing one thing at a time, slowly getting this to work. Can I see that? So this is like a 1/4 inch line on a 3/8 fitting. So right now we're trying to stretch this out. God, my hands are gross. We're trying to stretch this out to make this fit. This is how we had it before, so I'm not really trying to put in the extra money into getting that to work better. So at the moment, we're making that work. I'm kind of doing some stuff. I got some parts showing up here soon, so I'm trying to get the car cleaned up for the season. We got like 3 weeks left. that being said, I'm getting all of the old like 3M and stuff that was off of the car. You can kind of see it, like there were some tape marks there, et cetera, et cetera. Little dirty there. So I'm just taking some cleaner to it. It used to look like this. And this was underneath of the side skirts that I had on the car. So I'm just kind of giving this a nice little overhaul clean, cleaning up some of the door jams, making it look a little bit better. But that'll be a nice little maintenance clean. It's something that I don't think I've done this for years. But getting around to that, and then we're getting to that, and we might be rounding this up for us tonight. I'll probably be back tomorrow. So I will see where I end off on this, and I'll give you one more update before I walk away for the night. Psych. Yeah, no update. I'm back. Entirely forgot to finish recording anything else. I'm going to finish cleaning up the side skirt, and we're basically panicking. I'm still missing all kinds of parts. I'm still waiting on shipping notifications for everything. I did have something show up today for the Lexus though, so I'm going to knock that out real quick. For whatever reason, whenever I turn the Lexus over, it kind of ticks like it's got like an exhaust leak somewhere. So I tried to tighten the bolts a couple of months ago, didn't work out. So this time I have new gaskets. So I'm going to put the new gaskets on. It's a little bit more than the new gaskets. Let me pop the hood, hold on. Okay, so don't hate me for this. Yeah, that doesn't hold itself up. I've never addressed that either. The last time we put this header on, it was missing one of the head studs because we snapped it off or something. I can't remember. So whenever I put this back on the last time, if you can see this one back here, that ain't supposed to be like that. So I'm going to start there. I have a new head stud. I'm going to put that in, and hopefully that will be at least in the right direction as to solving this exhaust leak. But I'm going to take this off, go down to the Y pipe, and then let me get out the gaskets and I'll show you what those look like. Okay, so this is what we're working with. These are the two header gaskets, and then this is the Y pipe. So these are the few that we're going to be swapping out. I'm hoping this solves my problem. If not, I'm hoping that solves my problem, fixing that one bolt. The new one's sitting over there somewhere. So I'm going to get started with cleaning this up. Then I got to get the body kit off and get this thing lifted up, which is easier said than done. So I'll be back. Okay, so right now I'm going to get in the Lexus. I'm going to turn it over. Hopefully you guys will be able to hear the kind of exhaust leak that I'm talking about. If not, don't worry, we're hopefully not going to hear it afterwards. So bear with me. Hopefully this turns over. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it sounds like obviously it's coming from the exhaust, so. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but it's kind of loud. Whenever you get on it, it kind of sounds like a lawnmower, which is even worse. We're gonna try and fix that. Hopefully these gaskets do the trick. But easier said than done. I already got the front bumper off. I'm gonna get this thing lifted up. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. It actually was as easy as I said. So hold on, let's show you this. All right, I have the header off. I was able to get that one head stud out. That came out great. Baby, where's that at? Did I give it to you? I swear I did.
It's in your pocket, I think.
Oh, I lied, it's right here. It did not come out favorably. It definitely fought me, but I got it out, and then you saw how it was like installed, like bent. It didn't mess up any of the threads at all. So should be good to just put the new one in. Gaskets wise, all of the gaskets look good except for this one. That is not gonna focus. Wonderful. There's a space in there. I don't know if you guys can tell. Yeah, there you go. You can kind of tell. But yeah, there's a space in there. That's not supposed to be there. So we're gonna get this all moved out of the way, get the new one in, and yeah, problem solved. Yeah, you can see where the gasket material is absolutely missing. That was actually right there. So oddly enough, where the head stud was not installed correctly. And then here's the new one. A couple of months ago, whenever we did the cheap header and then it didn't work out, we actually ended up, I think we broke 2 of these or threaded 2 of them, or I can't remember. But I have an extra one. That being said, this is gonna go back in, and then we got the new gaskets over there. Those are gonna go back in, turn it over. Hopefully we have good results. Bear with me. All right, I'm back. I made some progress, then it didn't go so well. So whenever I was putting that one in there the first time, or taking that first one out, I should say, it was kind of crooked. You guys remember that? It was a few minutes ago, you should. We tried to put the new one in. It also tried to go in crooked. So we had to get out the tap kit and tap some new threads out, but we got that all good. I went to put the stud in. Stud went in pretty smooth, got like 3/4 the way in. Then the head of it rounded off, so we had to put 2 nuts against each other and force it back in that way. But that's back in. The header is back in a good spot. Sorry, I don't have light. In a good spot to where I can bolt it all back down, and then we're gonna bolt up the Y pipe, and then we'll give this thing a turnover, and that should sound good. Hopefully, right? I'll be back. We'll see how it looks. All right, we're back. Hi, Beans, Paul, Saul. We just got done with the Lexus. So now that we have everything bolted up, everything's tightened up, we looked up the torque specs, probably went a little over on those. But now we're gonna get it turned over. So this should be about the first time I've heard the Lexus turn over without an exhaust leak in about a year. We drove it to GAT and stuff like this, if I remember correctly. So this should be pretty interesting. Jesus Christ. So I'm gonna set you guys up on a tripod and let's turn this thing over. All right, so we're gonna let it run for a few minutes. Everything seems great. We're gonna get this thing outside, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. I'll put back together, and then we'll probably end this video off. I got something else cooking, but it's in the truck, so you guys will have to wait for the next one for that. But we're gonna let this run for a little bit. All the smoke's cleared out, so that's good there. But yeah, everything seems to be good. Sounds great, dude. I love the sound of this. We're gonna get it warmed up, and I'll give you guys a couple of revs before we end out. Okay, so for the first time in quite a while, it's all the way set up, all the way warmed up. So let's give it some revs to see how it sounds. All right, so that sounds great. I'm super happy that that's finally over with. We're one step closer to getting the cars ready. I'm excited to show you guys what I got next. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. Bear with me as I panic through these next few weeks to get the cars done. I'll see you guys later.